everyone, thanks for watching my second video. I hope you all had a nice Christmas and New Year. One of my Christmas presents was a sewing machine this year to replace my old one, it was a bit broken. So I was given these cushions recently. I don't really like the covers though, they're not really very me. So what I thought I would do is upcycle them. I want to make 3 in total and I want to make something like this. So today's video I'm going to show you how to make this. Cool. So first of all, you will need a list of things including some paper to make a template, some pins, scissors, so fabric scissors are really good, plus paper scissors, pencil, ruler or a tape measure, plus you'll also need a sewing machine with some thread. You can hand sew them if you want to, but it might take a bit of a long time. So you can use whatever fabric you like. I've gone for this funky camera pattern. Plus some cushions. You can either get new ones or you can upcycle some that you've already got. So I'm going to start by taking these covers off. Don't really need these, apart from for a template. Should be good. So I'm going to use this one as a template. Okay, so I've got this brown paper. Okay, I'm going to need a fairly big piece and pop the cushion cover on. You are going to need a bit extra for a seam allowance. More about that later. Okay, I'm going to grab my pencil and roughly draw around the actual size of the cushion cover. This is just to give me a rough idea of the size. Okay, now I don't need that anymore. Now I'm going to get my ruler and draw a proper straight line all around the template that I've just drawn, so it's nice and accurate. Now I'm going to need a seam on my template. It's going to be 2.5 centimetres. So 2.5 centimetres, measure it on the ruler. 2.5. I'm going to make dots all the way round. And then once I've done that, I'm going to draw all the way around so that I've got a 2.5 centimetre line as well as the original drawing. And then cut it out. So do all 4 sides, make a nice template and then get some scissors and cut that out. It's up to you what fastening you do, but I'm going to do one similar to a pillowcase. So I will need to sew this down, but I've just left it open so that I can show you. So there's 2 sections, one smaller piece and one large piece on the back. So I need to add on another 14 centimetres plus a seam allowance for that extra piece, and then I'll fold that down, sew along here and along the other side, turn it the right way, and it will have a fastening like a pillowcase. So it's nice and easy, you don't need to buy anything extra. Okay, so for that I need to get my original template and pin it to another piece of paper to make one large piece, adding on the extra seam allowance. So here's my original seam allowance. I'm going to measure 14 centimetres, okay, and then cut all the way along so I've got two separate pieces of paper. Now for the next part, I've started to pin all the way around the outside of the template. So you need to do this for both pieces. Try and keep the fabric up the same way so that you haven't got wonky fabric. Keep it nice and straight and put as many pins in as you like. Okay. Next for the fun part of the cutting out. So now I'm ready to cut the pieces out. One thing I will say is I don't ever use my fabric scissors for cutting paper because it makes them blunt. You can do if you like, but it's just one thing I always do. So these are my big fabric scissors. I'm going to spin this around and start cutting. Now that I've cut my pieces out, I'm going to press them with the iron so that they're nice and flat and easy to work with. Now that the pieces have been pressed and they're nice and flat and easy to work with, it's time to start tacking. So I'm going to start with this small piece, and we need to make the seam that runs along the inside of the case. So to do this, you need to fold the fabric down and then down again, and then get some pins and pin into place. Now that your pins are in place all the way along, you need to press this flat. So I'll do this on the reverse side. Then turn your fabric the other way, remove the pins and iron along. What you don't want to do is iron over the pins, as they have plastic ends majority of the time. So we wouldn't want that getting stuck to the iron. Tack along the edge that you've just pressed with the iron to keep it secure before sewing. Set your sewing machine on a basic stitch before starting to sew all the way along the line that you've just tacked. Now that you've sewn the first edge of the pillowcase, lay the fabric out flat before getting the second piece and lying it good sides together on top of the other one. So line them up as best you can. Before pinning them together and then tacking around the outside on these three edges. So you don't need to do this edge here, just these three, including this bit here and this bit here. As you're pinning the pieces together, you need to fold over the seam to make it nice and neat. So you end up with a section like this, which you can then put a pin in all the way around on those three sides. Once you're done, it should look something like this. You can press this flat with the iron if you'd like to, now that all the pins are out. Now we've just got this one raw edge left to deal with. So for this, you need to turn the fabric over the other way. Okay. So you've got just a flat piece of fabric here, no seams. Then you turn this section over and pin and make a seam all the way along. So you've got the good side going to the inside, so that the seam's going to be on the inside of the pillowcase. Now set the sewing machine up and sew all the way around each of the 4 sides. So we're nearly done. Just the final piece to do now. So you've sewn around all 4 edges and you've got this nice opening here. Okay. So this edge here, you've got the right side up of the fabric and then an opening. You need to fold back the edges, turn it over, and we'll need to sew down these sides. So pin and tack like before, then sew down, press to finish. Yay, here we have it, the complete product. So now I have 2, just need to get cracking with the 3rd. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.